what is going to motivate this non-insurance salesperson or this non-insurance person to sell insurance? Are they going to make any commissions on the deal?
They don't, and I think this is something that is challenging. You know, when you have people that are money motivated, it changes the landscape. So, you know, when you look at the wealth management advisors, really, what are they trying to do? It's really this stuff that is meaningful to them. To be doing the right things for the clients, to address a risk in a constructive way. Okay, they're not going to be sitting back and saying, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna sell a big life insurance policy and I'm going to get a commission for that." So the motivation is more about what my reputation is. How does my client see me? Am I a more effective advisor if I use these special tools? So it's a different way to approach it.
So, okay, let's go back to that group meeting, right? I got a room of wealth management advisors, and they're there with their peers, okay? And not everyone understands the other person's appreciation or distaste for insurance, because in some people's minds, insurance is still a dirty word. It's a 4-letter word, okay? So if I'm concerned about what my peers think, because that's a big motivator, am I likely to raise my hand and be an advocate for something and put my neck out on the line in a group of people and advocate for the sale of life insurance, which we all know is a really bad investment anyway, right? Okay, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. If it does, it's unusual. But if I can get them individually and I can eliminate maybe that negative peer pressure, I'm going to be far more effective. But then on the same token, though, if somebody ends up with a deal that gives us a $50,000 or a $100,000 piece of commission, we're going to celebrate the heck out of that. And we're going to let everybody know in the bank that, you know, Jeff was the source of that opportunity, and we're going to leverage that success that we had with Jeff. And we will do that with you. We will do that for you. Yeah.
Excuse me, John, if I can. You know, one of the other things that goes deep in the client relationship is recognize the fact that every strong life insurance agent in the world, captive or not captive, has their 7, or at least their 6, hopefully their 7. And the fact of the matter is, if they're not talking about life insurance, somebody else who could sell those securities, who could do some of that wealth management stuff, is going to talk to them and say, hey, by the way, why didn't your USbank advisor not talk to you about this thing to protect your assets or whatever? So there's another piece to it. Again, it's not commission driven, but another piece to it overall.
Right, right, and that does resonate with our wealth management advisors. So that, and from time to time we will say, if you're not talking about it, in essence what you're saying is, that's not important for me to talk to you about, go talk to someone else. Is that really the message you want to give your client? That they should go talk to someone else about that? And now that goes to their fear of losing that particular account, which is a stronger motivation than even the commissions might be to them.
And I think just one comment, because I think it plays into some of the discussion here. The wealth management advisors, the people, the trust specialists and the portfolio managers that service these clients, they want to be known as the key advisors. They want to be known as the people that are bringing smart solutions to their clients. So if you frame it from that perspective, that you're bringing a smart solution to them to make them a more effective advisor, there's a lot of bang to that comment, okay?
So let's talk about what we talked about, the motivations. Let's talk about the obstacles. And gee, you know, it's a long list, right? Okay, more obstacles here than with the rep. Steve?
You know, and that's, I think, you know, as we talked here, you're starting to appreciate the challenge here. You know, you don't have, there's no financial incentive. You know, very few of these people have any experience with life insurance. We're just starting to get maybe a little tick up with long-term care planning, which I think is a big hook. I'll just share that with you because they feel like they're solving a need. You know, reputation risk, huge, 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 huge. If I'm going to be the person that walks in with the insurance guy, John's already given you some insight. Insurance in the trust area has tended to be sort of a dirty word. I mean, it's sort of that highbrow view that trust administrators or people in the reserve might have. You know, the complexity and cumbersome nature of life insurance, the personal nature of life insurance, the thought of asking their clients personal health questions. I mean, think of how much, you know, where you're really pushing them out of their comfort zone. They clearly don't see it as a core product. The core product in the private client reserve, so you understand, is managed assets. Has been, always will be. So it's not viewed as a core product. And the fact of the matter too is, because we've gone through all these gyrations over the years and how we bring insurance to the table, John Brandy has a great reputation in the private client reserve. Okay, Steve Engel might have a solid reputation in the reserve in helping to address insurance issues. But we've had guys and gals that have run through the system over the years that just weren't very good. Okay, so and the memories are long, right? They remember that stuff. So having credibility in this proposition is hugely important. You've got to make them look.
So I think we have painted this picture of this being this, insurmountable task. Okay, we do $12 million of insurance commissions, a year. Okay, and I'm talking about annuities. I'm not talking about credit insurance. I'm talking about the stuff that you deliver, fully underwritten, individual life and long-term care products through our registered reps and our private client reserve. And as Craig just pointed out, that's only we've only penetrated 6% of the 14 million customers at the bank. And that $12 million is really viewed as a very successful program. If you take a look at all the other areas of the bank today, nobody is ahead of plan like we are in the insurance area. Okay? All right.